I would get up in the morning and I'd start walking before the kids were up, before the wife was up, and there'd be people out there, walking as the sun's coming up. Right, the power walk. Hi, Jim. Hey, what's up? And but when I would walk, there's a sense of it's almost like being in the woods. If you can't hear noise, there's just this sense around you. Mm-hmm. There's this feeling as you're walking out and the sun's going up, and you hear like the birds.
Yeah.
And you start hearing them, not like in the background. You start hearing like this section. Yeah, and he's waking up. He's waking up to the next tree. Like, hey man, the sun's up.
Right.
Looks like we got another day ahead of us. It's this peaceful feeling, dude. And as you're walking along, I'll tell you what, I'll never forget this. Right before I came to the main road, I turned down this one road, and it like there's this open prairie where the deer all hang out there and stuff. And as the sun's coming over, the mist is just on top of the grass.
Yeah.
I've got that sweatshirt on. Can't really see your breath, but it's not really cold. It feels really nice. Yeah. And there's a stillness about 10 feet in front of me. There's a baby deer. I don't know what it's called. A Bambi.
Remember the song?
A Bambi.
Yeah, a Bambi.
This thing is about 10 feet from me. And it's really, I'd say maybe 3 weeks old. And the thing looked at me, wasn't really sure what I was.
Yeah.
And I looked at the deer like, I'm like 10 feet from a deer.
Right.
And it's a baby. So I'm looking at this thing, and I get down on like in a squat position. And I'm just sitting there and I'm trying to be like one with space, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely, man.
If I just become the air in this street underneath me, the deer will not be afraid and will come to me. And the deer, I swear to you, Pete, he looks up at me and he starts taking a couple little baby steps to me, and I'm like, oh man, see, if people knew how simple this could be. And I'm not making a move. And again, I'm like, is this thing abandoned? This little creature just living in the midst of all this chaos and cars and planes going by. And it got a little closer to me, probably within 7 feet. And we were just feeling this moment. All of a sudden, about 15 feet behind him, this huge deer comes from behind the bush and into the street, like her hoofs are hitting the street,
letting you know I'm coming.
And when she got in the street, she looked right at me and started pouncing down with her one hoof, like,
Don't.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I don't know what you are. I don't know if you can eat it. But that's my kid. I'm ready to come after you. And I was a little.
Yeah,
I'm still in the squatting position.
Right.
And I'm going, and I start trying to tell the big deer.
I mean,
Yes, man. I swear to God, I'm going, I know you're a mother. I'm a father. I have 3 children of my own. So this thing comes out in the street, starts hitting with his hoof. And she's letting me know, and I'm trying to talk to her. I'm not here to hurt. All of a sudden, she takes her head, and imagine, if you will, you ever see a bear when it's mad? He lowers the head and he starts rocking it back and forth, and then lifts it up.
Come.
Yeah, lifts it up, and it goes back down. Then I slowly said, man, I'm going to have to stand up and show her I'm a little bigger. Maybe she thinks I'm an otter or something. But I really thought I was going to become the guy in the tape. You ever see the guy?
Bear guy?
Oh, yeah.
No,
the guy that got his ass kicked.
by a deer.
Yeah, by the deer.
Oh, yeah.
And for a split second, I'm like, if I'm in the news for being beat up by a deer, I'm never gonna live the end of this.
Holy shit.
Ever. Goat boy gets beat up by deer. Deer, no
Goat
fan
beats-
of the goat man. They would have had a field day with that nonsense. The deer, I really felt I was in trouble. My heart started beating. I could tell by the panic in her that she wasn't feeling my
telepathic vibe I was trying to give to her. Like, I come in peace.
You ain't no Tarzan, bro.
Yeah. Tarzan's not here. So I slowly, really slowly
I'm
try to
picturing the whole
stand. I get up really slow, and as I got up, she flipped. She'd even let me go up an inch, and she let out this snort, like, and when she snorted, the baby knew that was the get the fuck go, meet you in the woods, go. She was facing noon. She backwards, bing, 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 took off. The mother bounced really high, about 2 or 3 times in front of me, not closer, just kind of horizontal, and then started going. And the whole time she would bounce, she'd go. And I started booking it like and for about 5 seconds. Have you ever been panicked where you feel you're being chased by, well, whatever?
All right.
Whether you wake up in the middle of the night, you think the boogeyman's on your tail, or
That's
that feeling
Red.
of, okay, but I'm not going to look, so it's not going to show. I was running, going, I know this thing's coming at me. And I turned around, it was gone, but I could still hear it go.
saying, yeah, you better run.
No, man, I stood there, and then I just took the moment in, and it was like, I felt like this overwhelmness of God going,
Jim, I will give you the feeling when you ask for it. But don't get too close, Dick. That's the problem with you people. You always want to touch everything. Just admire, feel the love, use the love, spread the love.
From a
You
distance.
don't need to capture it. We'll be back with Breuer Unleashed right after this. Oh. Calling all humans, calling all humans. No radio, no television, no news, just Breuer Unleashed. Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word.
That was nice, man.
Dude, man! Yo,
If you cut out that
that's a
computer
fucking
thing,
sketch. But you have the deer attack you, and at the end of the sketch, your neighbor shoots it with a fucking. Like, Jimmy, sorry, I didn't have time to ask permission on that. That's a fucking great sketch, dude. I know how you get when you get like all fucking naturey and shit.
I was like this,
That's
just
funny.
like this, just
Yeah.
staring at the deer. I never told you guys that.
No, dude.
that was awesome.
Take some calls, man. They're gonna love hearing that shit,
yeah.
man.
All right.